I'm about to confuse all my fellow stoners because it took me about a million times to read this story before I finally got it. But Colorado's unusual tax law is forcing the state to suspend taxes on recreational marijuana for one day this Wednesday, September 16th, during which a 10% sales tax and a 15% excise tax won't be collected. The sales tax break will shave about $20 off the price of a mid-grade ounce of pot in the Denver area, where ounces this summer have sold for about $200 before tax.
So is this kind of like when sometimes they do like the back to school shopping and then they make it tax-free shopping to try to stimulate the economy a little bit?
Well, actually, here's the whole reason for it. Colorado's Taxpayers' Bill of Rights requires voter approval for new taxes. Back in 2013, a year after they legalized recreational pot, voters approved of the 25% taxes. But the law requires that any new taxes be waived and refunded if overall state collections exceed projections given to voters when they approve the new taxes. In this case, the pot taxes were projected to raise $70 million in 2014. They actually raised $58 million.
Wow.
So because the overall tax collections that year exceeded projections, Colorado must ask voters for permission to keep the money. To comply with the requirement that the taxes revert to zero, lawmakers settled on a short one-day tax waiver for September 16th. And that, by the way, happens to come one day after the state's books for the previous fiscal year are made final.
So that would be a big day, like, I guess, to stock up.
It would be a big day. Yeah, it would be a big day to stock up. Officials say the day could cost the state $3 to $4 million. That's pretty crazy. Marijuana won't be completely tax-free that day. A regular 2.9% sales tax still applies, as do medical marijuana taxes and local pot taxes.
Still
so
not
it's
bad,
not
though.
Completely.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Big discount.
This is a good time to head to Colorado. Colorado voters will decide in November whether to keep the pot taxes. Now, like I said, this is so confusing to me. But for my stoner friends, bottom line, pot's going to be cheaper Wednesday in Colorado.
Oh, there you go.
So that's all you really need to know. If you're headed that way, take advantage of it. Now, this guy, I'm not sure if he's got bad judgment, bad luck, or both. William Lamberson of Port St. Lucie, Florida, was looking to score some weed, so he texted a dealer that he met at a 7-Eleven, except he misdialed and instead texted the captain of Martin County's Sheriff Narcotics Union.
What are the chances?
What are the chances,
Come on.
right? This is coming from Mashable via the department's Facebook page. When Lamberson wasn't buying the cop's return text that I don't know you, eventually the cop relented and set up a drug buy in which Lamberson allegedly agreed to sell him cocaine. This did not end well for Lamberson, who's now charged with possession of a controlled substance. And the Facebook post concludes on the police page, it's probably a good time to let Mr. Lamberson know he had the wrong number. And it sounds bad luck.
It sounds to me like maybe he was set up and somebody got his phone and they changed the number to the cop. That would be a real dirty trick to play on somebody if you want to set him up.
Or maybe the guy he met at 7-Eleven just set him up.
Oh, maybe.
Who knows?
Too.
But, texting and drug dealing, just not a good thing. They don't go together.
Tell that to the drug dealers because that's all what they're doing.
Yeah. Well, that's my stoner report for today.
Thank you, Rob.